back. Now, there is certainly a gender divide in this election, and Republicans are calling on men to get out there and vote.
But for real men, Donald Trump took a bullet for you. The least you could do is vote for the man. Vote like your country was taken from you, because it was. We need you men to go out and vote to make America affordable again, to make America safe again, to make America healthy again, to make America great again. They can call you a Nazi, they can call you deplorable, they can call you garbage, but don't give them the pleasure of calling you the beta man who didn't get out and vote.
We are told if men voted in similar numbers to women, this election wouldn't be close at all. It would be an absolute landslide. And it's because the Democrats continue to lose young men. If you look at the figures in recent years, according to Gallup polling, 51% of young men identified or leaned towards the Democrats in 2016. Compare that to 2023, where the number has dropped to 39%. Joining me now is political analyst and Turning Point USA contributor, Erin Elmore. Erin, tell me about this gender divide. Is it all about abortion, and what is it going to take to get men out there to vote in similar numbers to women?
I think Riley Gaines' video was absolutely amazing, just trying to elucidate why men need to vote, because they have had toxic masculinity shoved down their throats at every single turn. They have been called all of these terrible names like garbage and deplorable. And we need the men of this country to stand up, because they have really been second-class citizens. But you know what? Today is election day here in the United States, and there's so much noise. If you look at the fact that Google is in the tank for the left, the mainstream media, celebrities, Hollywood, musicians, every single element of our everyday society supports liberals. But when you do drown out this noise and look at some of the data, almost every single category of person, whether it's the Jewish community because of what happened with Hamas and the situation in Israel, they are coming to the Republican Party. You have African Americans, largely because of immigration issues, coming to the Democrat Party. You have the Dearborn, Michigan, Middle Eastern crowd coming to the Republican Party. And by the way, some of these young women who are now becoming mothers, who have played sports as females, who are now coaching, have realized because of what the Biden-Harris administration has done with Title IX, which basically ensures that there's equal protection for the sexes in sports, they're seeing their daughters lose opportunities, whether it's getting into college, getting a scholarship, standing on that podium, or even going to the Olympics. They've seen their daughters being forced to change with full-grown men in their locker rooms. So every single voting demographic is really leaving the Democrat Party, and that's what makes it favorable for us today. And by the way, just to give some of the viewers some hope for the Republican Party, some of the data is really also breaking in our favor, whether it's early voting for Republicans getting out there, voter registration also leaning more Republican. So although there is a problem with these college-educated white suburban women, I do think that every other bloc and even portions of that bloc are starting to favor Donald J. Trump.
Now, Megyn Kelly, we do love her work. She appears on Sky News Australia regularly. She spoke at Trump's Pennsylvania rally earlier today, and she explained why she's voting for Donald Trump.
I do want to tell you the main reasons I am voting for Donald Trump. Number one, immigration. He mentioned it. And people like Laken Riley. I'll be thinking about her tomorrow all day. 22 years old, killed in Georgia, a young nursing student by an illegal. I'll be thinking about Jocelyn Nungare, 12 years old, in Texas, murdered by 2 Venezuelan illegals. President Trump closed the border. Kamala Harris opened it by choice. It wasn't accidental. She said it would be humane. That's what she and her boss believed. Tell it to Laken Riley's family. There was nothing humane about it. He closed it. They opened it. It was an intentional choice, and there's no reason not to believe they won't do it again.
Erin, Megyn is fearless. She has clashed with Donald Trump in the past, but in 2024, she is 100% behind him.
Well, I think this immigration issue is going to be a big one, and also the economy. No matter what Joe Biden used to scream at us on the television, how he's created the best economy in the U.S. history, we go to the gas pump, we go to the grocery store, prices are completely out of control. And what I think is so ironic about liberal women saying, we need to protect our young girls, you know, my body, my choice. Don't women have the choice to be able to ride the subway to work without being mugged or worse? Don't women like Laken Riley, who are in med school or nursing school, have the choice to take a run without being brutally murdered? Women need to be safe in our country. And with this illegal immigration crisis that has touched all 50 states, women are not safe. And both of those two issues are really directly impacting women. Most of women, let's face it, are the primary ones that are having to go to the grocery store and seeing that one bag of groceries has almost quadrupled in price. So I think this is another example of how we're just chipping away at that Democrat base.
Erin Elmore, thank you so much for your time this evening.